Good morning, y'all, or good afternoon, depending on which class you're in. This is going to be help going over today's assignment. I give you 10 questions. If you look on the left side, I wonder if I can adjust this. And I can't, and that's fine. If you look on the left side of the board, you're going to see 5 problems on page 12 that I want you to do, and 5 problems on page 17 that I want you to do. And I'm going to go through everything except number 29, and that's going to be your little test, not an actual test, but I'm going to see how well you do without any help on that one. And for most of these, for at least half of these, I'll go all the way through, and for some of them I might let you finish on your own, just to give you practice working without any assistance except what you feel comfortable doing. So let's get started. Remember, you're going to be turning in I should not be giving you 2 pages to turn in. I just realized that. Do I want to amend this? No. What I'll probably have you do is turn in a sheet of paper. So you don't even have to, yeah. So you don't even have to, I don't want you to have to worry about turning out 2 pages. So you're going to be turning in the paper that you're doing your work on. Please circle your answers, okay? So let's get started. Number 8. So number 8, set it up like this. You're going to set up the problem the way that you see it. And you're going to start by asking yourself, will 4 go into 1? Well, no. But will it go into, 1's too small, but will it go into 13? Yeah, sure will. It'll go into 13 3 times. So now remember the pattern. You're going to multiply, subtract, bring down. We're going to multiply. 4 times 3 to get 12. We're going to subtract, and we get 1, and now we're going to bring down to get 9. Now will 4 go into 19? The answer is yes. If you know your multiplication, it'll go in 4 times. So we're going to multiply, subtract, bring down. Now we have a remainder, so we're going to remember we have remainders. We're going to go decimal, decimal, 0. We're going to bring that down. And 4 goes into, where did you go? 4 is going to go into, we're going to put the 30 right here. It's going to go into 30 7 times to get 28. We're going to add a 0 and bring it down. And then 4 goes into 20 how many times? And that is what I want you to finish on your own. What number goes right there? It's the last number that you need, and all of you should be able to determine, should figure out how many times 4 goes into 20. And that answer will be the number that goes right here. And then you're done with that problem, okay? So if you need to pause this and take your time to figure that out, go ahead and do that. No rush, okay? For the next one, it's going to be number 9. And this problem is 215 divided by 2. So I'll get you started, and then you're going to finish this on your own. 2 is going to go into 2 once. Now we're going to multiply. Remember, this is a pattern. Multiply, and then subtract, and then bring down. That's what we've been doing. That's what you learned. Bring, I will write that better. Bring down. Okay? So now we multiply, we're going to subtract. That gives us 0. We're going to bring down the 1. Will 2 go into 1? No, 2 is too small. So we're going to multiply 2 times 0. We're going to subtract. We're going to bring down. Will 2 go into 15? Yes, it will. Not exactly, but it'll be close enough. So we're going to multiply 2 times 7. We're going to subtract. And now we have a remainder. So you're going to finish this on your own. Here's your hint. Decimal, decimal, 0. Now what? I want to see if you know what to do. If not, you're going to need to go back and watch what I did for the last one. When I went decimal, decimal, 0, what did I do to the 0? Go back and watch it. And once you figure out what to do with the 0, what you're supposed to do, then you should figure out 2 goes into a specific number. and you'll know there's only one more number that you need for your answer, and it's this number right here. Okay? So, hope you can figure that out on your own. Pause this, figure it out, get your answer, write it down, and then move on to the next one. Now we are on number 10. Number 10. 34.75 divided by 5. So 5 won't go into 3. 5 will go into 34 6 times. So we're going to multiply, subtract, and bring down. Before we forget, class, there's a decimal here. We need to put a decimal there. And remember, there's no decimal in this number. If there was a decimal, like right here, we would need to move it over here and move this decimal right here over 1 as well. But this doesn't have a decimal. This is the divisor, remember? This divisor does not have a decimal. So we can go ahead and start solving like we have been. We just need to remember to put the decimal directly above that one. So 5 goes into 47. 9 times 5 is 45. Subtract to get 2. Bring this down. You guys should know 5 goes into 25 how many times? And the answer is 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. Multiply, subtract. There's no number to bring down because our remainder is 0. So we have our answer right there, 6.95. So that's number 10 done for you. Okay, let's keep going. If you need to go back and watch that because I went too fast, pause it. Go back and watch it, slow it down if you need to, no big deal. Now, this is what we talked about yesterday, but this is a little bit different. Here's the reason why this is different. First, they set it up like this. This is how they set it up. So what you're going to need to do is remember, it's the first number that goes under the roof. So we got to set it up like this, okay? The first number went under the roof. And what do we notice? We notice a decimal in the divisor. So we got to get rid of it. How? We're going to move it one place to the right. So we're going to take this and move it one place to the right. So our new problem, so that we can solve this, is going to be that. Okay? And you, now that we've set it up, I'm going to leave you on your own for this and see if you can finish this on your own. And if you think, oh no, no, then I'll go ahead and give you the first step, okay? 2 is going to go into 5 twice. That's what you're going to get. You're going to bring this down. And then I will tell you this. I'll give you a little hint, okay? It's not going to be much, but it's going to be this. You're going to have a number right here. And then you're going to need to go decimal, decimal, 0. And you're going to have a number there. And then that, let me think in my head, yep. So it's going to be, so I'm going to get this rid of because you got to do this question mark first, okay? So your answer is going to be 2 something point something. That's your hint. There's nothing after that, okay? So good luck with that. Next. That was number 12. Now we're going to do number 13. I'm probably going to skip some on the other page so that I don't want you to take forever doing this stuff. 0.4 goes into 8.9. So this is the problem. They wrote it out easy for us, which is nice. Oh, sorry, it's 8.9. Okay, so what we have, that's not what I wanted. Alright guys, so this is the problem. Can we start solving this immediately? No, we cannot. We've got to move this decimal once over. When we do that, we can get rid of that 0 because 0, 4 is the exact same thing as 4. And then we've got to move this decimal over. And putting it at the end of the number eliminates the decimal, which is what we want. Now we just solve this like normal, okay? So let me get you started. 4 goes into 8 twice. That's nice. Bring the 9 down. 4 goes into 9 twice. Multiply 4 times 2 to get 8 again. We have a remainder. So what do we do now? We got to go decimal, decimal, 0. Bring the 0 down. 4 goes into 10. 2 times, oh look, another 2. We're going to subtract after we multiply. 4 times 2 is 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. And then we're going to add another 0. We're going to bring it down. And 4 goes into 20. How many times? That's your last number. What is that number? You're going to figure out how many times does 4 go into 20. And if you need to use your times table, because I'm going to allow you to do that on page 10 of your agenda, I wonder, sorry. If you need to use your times table with the 4 and the 20, that's not big enough. Maybe this will be. Yeah, I think this is going to be okay. Well, I want to see one. I want to see one. Look. It's exactly what I want to see. So, 4 goes into 20 how many times? So, this is your number 4. This is how you would use a times table for division. Oh, there's 20 right there. So, 4 goes into 20 how many times? Then, you're going to go straight up. And what's that number? 5. That means 4 goes into 20 5 times, because 4 times 5 is 20, and 20 divided by 5 equals 4. So that's the number that you're looking for. That's a 5, not an S. Alright, that's how you can use your times table, okay? That was number 13. Let me look at these problems again. I'm going to skip, I've already skipped 16. I'm going to skip 22. And I want to skip 24. We're going to do 3 more. And that's going to be it for the day, okay? We're going to do 3 more, and that's going to be it. I don't want to overload you with this. I just want to give you some practice without overwhelming you with this stuff. Some of you can handle it. And if you want to do bonus for extra credit, then you can do these 2. I'm probably going to have to remember to say that out loud. So, these are going to be bonus. I'm not going to give you any help with them, okay? Those 2 are going to be bonus. Which means I think I'm going to give you... Did we do 13? Yeah, I think we did. Alright. Let me get rid of that. So, 3 more. 26 and 28. Start with 26. Here's number 26. It is... I do like 22 for the record. 7 and 6.3. Class, can we start dividing now, or do I need to move the decimal? Well, this is the number that you look at to determine that. Since that is not, that divisor does not have, since it does not have a decimal, you can go ahead and start dividing. You don't need to move the decimal. Even though there is a decimal in the dividend, it doesn't matter. 7 goes into 6 how many times? Well, 0. 6 is too small. We're going to bring the 3 down. Before we forget, let's go ahead and put the decimal right here. And then ask ourselves, 7 goes into 63 how many times? Well, you know your multiplication. 9 times 7 is 63. Guess what? No remainder. There's our answer. That's number 26. Finish writing that down, and then move on to the next one, which is number 28. Number 28. We're going to have 6. Okay, I like the way this is set up because this is going to make you think. You're going to have 2 choices here. Choice A is to put the first number first in the problem. Choice B is to put the first number under the roof. So which one of these is the right way? That's the first thing. If you have no help, that's the first thing you have to determine. If you get this part wrong, you're going to miss the whole thing. So what have we said before? We've said that it's the first number that goes under the roof, just like this. So this is the wrong way, which means this is the right way. So I'm going to rewrite it. First number is going to go under the roof, and we're going to put 0.8 right here. Now, can we start solving this immediately? No, we can't do that just yet. And the reason why is the divisor has a decimal right there. So we have got to get rid of that decimal. How? We just got to move it one place over, put it right here. And if we do that with that decimal, we do the exact same thing to this decimal. We move it one place over. And when we do that, our new problem is this. And guess what? You're going to do most of this on your own. 8 goes into 6 0 times. You guys should know that. And there's only one more number, and it is, what is that number that will solve that problem? There is no decimal in this answer because 8 goes into 64 an exact number of times. Use your times table if you need to find out what that is, and then put your answer. Make sure you circle it so I don't have to look for it on your sheet. Okay, and then the last one is number 29. This one's going to be a little bit tricky, only because there's a lot of numbers. So they set it up for us, so we don't have to determine what number goes under the roof. Okay, that's good. What number goes under the roof? 0.2430. So let's solve this, okay? Well, can we just start going 06? No. Remember, decimal in the divisor, we got to get rid of this decimal right here. How? Well, we're going to move it how many spots to the right? Just one. Boom. And when we do that, that gets rid of that 0 doesn't have to be there, and we don't even need that decimal. We can get rid of it. But since we move that one decimal once to the right, this has got to go once to the right as well. And we're going to put it right there. And doing that gives us this as our new number. Let me put the decimal over here. You might need to rewrite that all over again. No big deal. So now we can start solving. 6 does not go into 2. I'm going to put a 0 here, and I'm going to put a decimal right there. Since when the decimal's under the roof, you have to have a decimal directly above it. You have to. If not, if you forget that, then you're going to miss it. See how they're directly above? That's extremely important. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go ahead and subtract, and then bring down the 4. 6 goes into 24 4 times. Multiply, subtract, bring down. 6 goes into 3 0 times. Multiply, subtract, bring down. Class, there's one more number that goes right here. Figure it out, okay? And then your answer is going to be 0.40 something. And that's the last one. And you're done. And remember, if you want to do the bonus, you can try number 22 and 24 on your own. I hope that was helpful. Have a good day, okay?